There are so many wonderful pieces to this and so many positive pieces. And I think the benefit outweigh the negatives by far.
That's St. Augustine Mayor Nancy Sykes-Klein, who's in favor of plans for a fire station on Anastasia Island that was approved by the commission. Amy Cherry has our top story.
The city wants the state to allow them to use a 2.5-acre parcel of land that's part of Anastasia State Park for the new island fire station. The plans also include demolishing an outdated fire station in favor of a roundabout that aims to make the Anastasia Boulevard, Red Cox, and Old Quarry Roads intersection less dangerous. Assistant City Manager Reuben Franklin.
So the city's really trying to solve two problems for the community here. I was really focused on the intersection improvements at Red Cox Road, Anastasia Boulevard, and Old Quarry Road. We've had multiple fatalities there, and then we're growing and we need a new fire station.
The plan also involves the city purchasing 2.5 acres of land that abuts Fish Island Preserve that they'll then donate to the state so it can become part of Fish Island Preserve. It'll be managed by the city to mitigate the environmental impact of building the new fire station on the conservation land. Commissioner Barbara Blonder.
It became on the state's list of disposable properties. The caption from the management plan is, quote, "This property offers little in the way of resource, recreational, or operational value." That is the State Park Service's own assessment of the property.
While some residents of the nearby Madeira neighborhood are opposed to the project, Sykes-Klein called it a win-win.
It addresses that hard curve. It'll slow speeders. I do feel like between the roundabout and the crosswalk, I think that will help slow speeders. The two combined will help out with that. It will move this outdated fire station with a new, wonderful replacement that's desperately needed, and it will make one of our most precious conservation areas whole.
With St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Amy Cherry.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. Quite a discovery in St. Augustine. Karen Johnson takes a closer look.
An unexpected discovery was found while the Florida Department of Transportation was doing construction work where King Street joins with Avenida Mendez. Workers found a fishing boat from the 1800s. Archaeologists have also found a leather shoe, glass bottles, and coins in the area around the boat. The boat will be lifted out of the mud. FDOT says this is not expected to delay work on a construction project because extra time was padded into the project. The archaeological portion of the project is expected to last another week. For St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Karen Johnson.
The budget for Fort Mose gets beefed up just in time for a reconstruction project. Liz Ryan has details.
The St. Johns County Board of Commissioners has approved the consideration of $200,000 of additional project funding from tourist development tax revenue, in addition to the previously approved $50,000 grant match allocation to the Florida State Parks Foundation to reconstruct the 1738 version of Fort Mose at Fort Mose Historic State Park. Director of Tourism and Cultural Development Tara Meeks tells us why this fort is so important.
This fort is of significance because it is the first sanctioned free black settlement in the United States.
And why the reconstruction project is so exciting.
The reconstruction of Fort Mose is significant to St. Johns County tourism because it really makes a point of interest for this facility. Certainly the Florida State Park is a beautiful place to come in and visit some of the real Florida. There's great walking trails out here. It's a great place to go birding. There's a beautiful marsh out here with great scenic vistas. However, if you actually put the fort out here, it creates a point of interest and it gives something for folks to come and visit.
And when the new fort is built, it's going to bring in a lot more foot traffic.
The Florida Park Service is anticipating that the construction of the fort will increase annual visitation by approximately 20%, which is pretty significant for St. Johns County because it helps to develop that quilt of history that really brings people here and keeps them here and keeps them coming back.
They're hoping for a January groundbreaking. For St. Augustine's local morning news, I'm Liz Ryan.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's local morning news. I'm Rich Carroll.